Bowen.
Juvenile.
And this is also a juvenile, Your Honor.
All right. I'm assuming I have the same media here as earlier, but I'll say it again. Legal witnesses do not film, photograph, or record their cases.
Good afternoon, Ms. Bowen. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Help me God.
Okay. And if you could, I know you're a little soft-spoken. If you could speak up like you're talking to the back of the room so the jurors and the judge can hear you. So we're going to start with if you could just tell everybody your name and then also how to spell it.
Hayden Bowen, Hayden Bowen.
And what school do you go to, Hayden?
Apalachee.
How old are you?
16.
And when did you turn 16?
November 14th.
Did you attend Apalachee High School the school year of 2024 to 2025?
Yes.
And were you a freshman that year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you go to school on September 4th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell us what your second period class was?
Miss Ryan.
Miss Ryan? And while you, I guess on September 4th, was that a day where you got a new seat? So the first day of like a new seating chart? Okay. I'm going to bring up that seating chart. And if you could just, I think we're going to have a circle around where you were sitting. If you could just tell us if that is where you remember you were sitting on that day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on September 4th, while you were sitting in class, did someone come to the door who was not supposed to be there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me what first drew your attention to him?
The banging of him opening the door.
Okay. So when he opened the door, there was a banging noise.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you recognize him?
No, I didn't.
Had you ever seen him before?
No.
What do you remember about him?
On that day?
On that day, yes.
I remember black clothes is all I remember seeing him.
Do you remember what he had with him?
A gun.
And what did he do?
He shot it in our class.
And if at any point you need a break, just let me know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So he shot. What did you do when he started shooting?
I got to the ground.
You got to the ground. Did you get to the ground right where you were seated?
I think so. My vision went out, so I'm not sure where I got down, but I know I did.
At some point, did you kind of regain your vision?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you remember about when he finally left?
I remember getting up and talking to my teacher and the police officers saying to put our hands up.
Okay. Before you talked to, or before the police officers got there, can you tell me what you remember about what was going on inside the classroom?
I remember there was a lot of yelling and screaming and blood and people on the phone with their parents or whoever they were on the phone with.
You say there was a lot of yelling. What were people yelling?
Help me, I've been shot, I'm gonna die.
And were you afraid that day?
I was.
And you said that a lot of people were calling their parents. Were you able to call anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
And who did you call?
I called my mom.
And what did you tell her?
I told her that I was gonna die.
And when you eventually moved from the floor, do you remember where you went in the classroom?
I don't remember.
And do you remember who you ended up next to or who you were talking to?
I was next to my friend Jalen, and
You say Jalen?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And anyone else?
I think I was next to Miss Ryan and Nautica as well.
And what were you trying to do at that time to try to help?
I was trying to move the smart board in front of the door, but I couldn't get it there, and I was asking Miss Ryan if she needed help.
And at that point, did you know whether or not the shooter was in custody?
I didn't know.
Were y'all still concerned that he might come back?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that why you wanted to put the smart board in front of the door?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, you said when law enforcement arrived, they told you to put up your hands?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened after that?
We walked out of the classroom and went to a little field before we went to the actual football field.
And when you went to the football field, what was the purpose of going to the football field?
Maybe to get everybody together and to make sure people were out of the building.
Eventually, were parents allowed to come to the field?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did a lot of parents show up?
Yes, ma'am.
Was your mom able to get there?
My mom was not. She was out of town, but my uncle did come and get me.
And kind of, can you tell us what the scene was like on the football field when the parents and everybody were there?
It was crowded and a lot of crying.
Were you, you mentioned that you walked out of the classroom. Were you one of the first students out, or were you one of the last students out?
I think I was in the middle.
Okay. Did anything happen as you were leaving?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, since September 4th, have you been to counseling?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you kind of talk to us about how that day has affected you?
It's affected me a lot mentally. I haven't really been able to sleep at night sometimes.
You said you haven't been able to sleep at night?
Yes, ma'am. And I often have really bad thoughts relating to that and other things.
And kind of tell me what you mean by really bad thoughts.
That it's going to happen again, and that this time I'm going to die because I was supposed to the first time.
Because, I'm sorry?
Because I was supposed to the first time.
And what do you mean by you were supposed to the first time?
Because he came in my class, and I feel like none of us should have, had survived.
And have you had any sort of anxiety or panic attacks because of this?
Yes.
Can you tell me about those?
Well, my panic attacks, they normally come when I'm in school, and I keep thinking and thinking, and then they come, and it's hard to breathe.
Is there anything that you have to do in order to kind of be able to breathe?
I do box breathing. My therapist has helped me with that.
Okay. And would you call it box breathing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that triggers these panic attacks or the bad thoughts?
The sound of shoes scuffing on the ground. It reminds me of people running, and loud noises are triggering, very triggering.
Is the scuffing something that you remember from September 4th?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have any further questions, Hayden. Do y'all have any questions for her?
Cross?
No questions, Judge.
All right, thank you.
The state calls William Carricker. He is also a juvenile. I should have mentioned that.
Same instructions to the meeting.
And Judge, I think our next, we've got 7 after Mr. Carricker are going to be juveniles back to back to back, if that makes sense.
Multiple juveniles testifying in a row here, so we're going to do instructions.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, William? Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us your name?
William Carricker.
Can you spell your last name for us?
Carriker.
And what school do you go to?
Apalachee High School.
What grade are you in right now?
10th.
So were you in 9th grade for the 2024-2025 school year?
Yes.
And how old are you right now?
16.
When did you turn 16?
September 22nd.
Were you at school on September 4th of 2024?
Yes.
And who was your second period teacher?
Miss Ryan.
Okay. And what did she teach you?
Math.
Okay. I am going to show you a map from your seating chart from that day. We're going to put a circle around where you were sitting. If you could just tell us if that's where you remember you were sitting. Is that right? Is that where you were sitting?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, William. Okay. So during that period, did someone come to the door on September 4th that was not in your class?
Yes.
Did you recognize him?
No.
Had you ever seen him before?
No.
Can you tell us what happened when he came to your door?
I believe he banged on the door a bit, and then he kicked down and started shooting.
Okay. Do you remember what happened after he started shooting?
He left and we hid in the class.
He left and you hid in the class?
Yeah.
Where did you hide?
Behind a table.
And when you hid, did you try to make contact with anyone in your family?
Yes.
Who did you contact?
My mom, dad, siblings, my grandma, and my aunt, I believe.
Did you do that with a text message?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 106. Can you look at that and tell me if you recognize that?
Yes.
And what does that look like to you?
The group chat I made telling my parents what was happening.
Okay. And is it like a fair and accurate screenshot or copy of that group chat with your parents and your family from September 4th of 2024?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time I'd like to introduce into evidence State's Exhibit 106.
No objection, Judge. All right, 106 is admitted.
I'm going to pull that up on the screen, or? All right, so at the very top of this text, it has William. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. And you sent a text message that says, "There's a school shooting. If I don't make it, I love you all." Is that right? Is that what you sent?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you mean by that text?
I wanted to know that if I did die, that they would know that I loved them.
And were you afraid for your life that day?
Yes.
Have you been affected by what happened that day? Like, how have you been affected by what happened that day?
I was scared to go to school for a bit.
You were scared to go to school for a bit?
Yes.
Were you finally able to go back to school?
Yes.
Okay. And are you there right now?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, William. I don't have any further questions for you, but let's check with the defense counsel real quick to see if they have any questions.
Any calls?
No, good.
All right, thank you.
Any calls next, please?
The state calls Kendez Lawrence. All right, Kendez, the first thing I'm going to have you do is raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you can put your hand down, and if you will tell us your name, and I'll have you spell your first name for the court reporter.
My name is Kendez Lawrence, Kendez.
And Kendez, what school do you go to?
Apalachee,
And what grade are you in right now?
10th grade.
And were you at Apalachee during the 24 to 25 school year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so were you a freshman that year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you go to school on September 4th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who did you have for second period?
Miss Ryan and Coach Edwards.
Okay. And we're going to pull up a seating chart, and it should have your seat circled. If you'll just confirm for us that's where your seat was on that day.
Yeah, I was sitting right there.
Okay. So I'm going to start off with you a little earlier on in the class. So early on in second period, did you sign out of the class to go to the bathroom?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that bathroom close to y'all's classroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did you see when you walked into the bathroom?
I didn't really see anybody, but I did see people in the stalls.
Okay. And when you were in a stall, did something unusual happen?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about that?
So when I walked into the bathroom, I heard cops. They came in the restroom looking for somebody.
Okay. And did someone leave with them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was it a name or a person that you knew or recognized?
No.
Okay. And what did you do at that point once the cops leave?
I also left and
Okay.
went back to class.
Gotcha. So once you returned to Miss Ryan's classroom, what happened?
So I sat back down and my pencil broke. So I went to the pencil sharpener, which was in the back of the class.
Okay. So if we're looking at that seating chart, is it kind of between the two teachers' desks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And while you're at the pencil sharpener sharpening your pencil, what happened?
I just heard a loud bang, and then I just see him with the gun, and he just started shooting
Okay. And where was the person with the gun?
at the door.
Okay. Was it someone you knew or recognized?
No.
Okay. So when you saw that there was a person with a gun, what did you do?
I hid behind the teacher's desk
Okay. And how long did it feel like the shooting went on?
about like 30 to 45 seconds.
Okay. After the shooting stopped in your room, did you hear anything else?
Yeah, I heard like a couple more gunshots.
Okay. So once all the shooting stops, what do you remember doing?
I called my mom, and I was trying to make sure that everybody was okay.
Okay. Do you remember calling out for anyone specific?
Yeah,
And who was that?
Christian,
Okay. How long had you known Christian for?
since kindergarten.
Okay. And why were you calling out for him?
Because I remember that he was the closest to the door
Okay.
that day.
And did he ever respond?
No.
Okay. Once law enforcement arrived, I guess let me back up. You said you called your mom. What did you tell her?
That somebody came into my class and they just shot at us.
Okay. How long did it feel like before law enforcement showed up in the classroom?
About like 5 minutes.
Okay. And what was everybody doing during that time while y'all were waiting for them to get there?
I really don't remember. I just
Okay.
heard a lot of yelling.
Right. So once they get there, were y'all evacuated from the classroom?
Yes.
Okay. And did you see Christian when you were leaving the classroom?
Yes.
Okay. Once y'all left the classroom, where did y'all go?
At first, we went by the tennis court. Then we went to the football field.
Okay. Once you're at the football field, who did you find?
I was looking for my sister. I ended up finding her by like 20 minutes later.
Gotcha. And was your sister also a student at Apalachee High School?
Yes.
Okay. And after you found your sister, were y'all eventually able to meet up with your mom?
Yes.
Okay. Kendez, did you also know Mason?
Yes.
And how long had you known him for?
Since kindergarten.
When did you find out that Mason had also been killed?
I found out like the next day.
Okay. Did you even realize that he had been there that day?
No.
Okay. And when did you end up going back to school after this all happened?
After fall break.
Okay. Was that like October-ish?
Yes.
Okay. Since all this happened, have you gotten some counseling?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about how this all has affected you.
Well, I'm not as comfortable as I used to be at school no more.
Is there anything specific that gets you really nervous if you're at school?
Everything.
Everything? Okay.
I also been having bad dreams a lot.
Okay. And did that start after the shooting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I want to talk to you about one thing after this happened. Was there something specific about the way things played out that day that really bothered you?
Yes.
All right. Tell me what that was.
I thought I left the door open that day.
Okay.
That was something that bothered me.
Was that something that you thought about a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And something you were like blaming yourself for?
Mm-hmm.
Did that kind of make you question your memory of the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. So Kendez, about a month ago or a few weeks ago, did you actually ask my office to be able to watch the surveillance footage of the shooting in Miss Ryan's classroom?
Yes.
And did that allow you to confirm that you had not left the door open?
Yes.
Did that give you some closure?
Yes.
Okay. Was that hard for you to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Kendez. I do not have any other questions for you. I do not believe.
Any cross?
No problem.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
State call next week.
The state press calls Marquez Coleman. All right, I'm going to have you raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you can put your hand down. If you will introduce yourself, and by that I mean just tell us your full name, and I'll have you spell your first and last name for the court reporter, okay?
Marquez Coleman. MarquezColeman.
All right. And Marquez, how old are you?
16.
And what grade are you currently in?
10th grade.
All right. Did you used to go to Apalachee High School?
Yes, ma'am.
And so in the 2024 to 2025 school year, were you a freshman at Apalachee?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that your first year at that school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you go to school at Apalachee on September 4th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in Miss Ryan's class for second period?
Yes, ma'am.
We are going to pull down this map and circle your name on the seating chart. And what we want you to do is just confirm for us that we have you in the right place in the classroom. There we go. Is that where your seat was that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that you next to Ronaldo, I believe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on that day during second period, tell me what you remember happening.
I was just doing my work, and then I looked to the left, and then the door was just open, and then the dude started shooting, and then I got up and ran behind my teacher desk, and then I was just hiding, and then I heard scream. Everybody was just screaming. At first, well, my ears went blank for a little bit because like the shots were so loud.
Okay.
And then I was behind the teacher's desk, and then after he got done shooting, I got up, and then I went to the other teacher's desk, and then that's it.
Okay. Did you know the person who was shooting?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you remember how long did it feel like the shooting went on for?
Probably about like 30 to 40 seconds.
Okay. And about how long did it feel like before law enforcement arrived?
Maybe like 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Okay. What was everybody doing in that time before law enforcement was able to make it to y'all?
Everybody was just like screaming, panicking, on the phone with their parents, trying to call their parents.
Were you able to call your parents?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Who did you talk to first?
My dad.
Okay. And what did you tell him?
I told him, I was like, somebody just came in our classroom and started shooting.
Okay. Once y'all got out of the classroom, where did you go?
We went to a small field, and then we went to a football field after.
Okay. And were your parents able to eventually find you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you go back to Apalachee High School after the shooting?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Cause I was scared.
Okay. So did you change schools because of this shooting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when did you enroll in a new school?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Okay. Was it a period of time that you were out of school?
I think I was out for like 2-3 months.
Okay. Has this changed how you feel about going to school?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you previously like to go to school?
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you feel now?
It's different now. Like every time I'm in the classroom, that's all I be thinking about. Like, yeah.
Okay. Is it hard not to think about that even though you're at a different school?
Yes, ma'am.
Has it affected your interest in sports and extracurriculars?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that.
It just like after that happened, I just like lost love for sports. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Okay, so you drop out of the sports you were playing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Was that basketball? Do I remember that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you had counseling since this happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't have any other questions for you. They don't have any questions, then you're good.
Any calls? All right, thank you.
Thank you, you're good.
State calls next, please.
The state called Brittany Rubio. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay. And just so everyone can hear you, if you will just kind of speak loud enough, kind of like you're talking to the back of the room, so the jury can hear you and the judge can hear you. Can you tell everybody what your name is?
Oh, my name is Brittany Rubio.
Okay. And can you spell your last name for everybody?
Rubio.
Okay. And is it dash Rubio?
Yeah.
Okay. What school do you go to?
Apalachee High School.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
How old are you?
16.
And when did you turn 16?
December 2nd.
Back in the 2024 to 2025 school year, were you a ninth grader?
Yes.
Did you go to school on September 4th of 2024?
Yes.
And who did you have for your second period teacher?
Miss Ryan.
Miss Ryan? I'm going to pull up on here the school seating chart. And we have where we think you were sitting circled. Is that where you remember you were sitting that day?
Yes.
Okay. Was that a new seat for you that particular day?
Yeah.
While you were in class, did someone come to the door that was not in your class?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me how you, or what brought your attention to someone else being in your classroom.
Well, I heard a knock and I just looked up and I saw him.
Okay. And do you remember anything about him?
He had like long, curly blonde hair.
Okay. Was there anything that stood out about what he was carrying?
Well, I didn't see at
You
the
didn't see-
time. No.
Okay. Tell us what you remember happening.
Well, I heard a knock, so I look up, and then the door opened, and just like shots got fired.
What did you do when he started shooting?
Well, I got up. I got like under my desk for a little bit, and then I just like got up because I heard Nautica say she got shot.
And was Nautica sitting right next to you?
She was in like, well, yeah.
And when you heard her say that she got shot, what did you do?
Well, I just like went towards her, and we went to like where Miss Ryan was.
Did you help her get over there, or did y'all walk together?
Well, she went like by herself, and I was like beside her.
Okay. Did you stay there until police got there?
Mm-hmm.
And were you, tell me what you were doing. Were you talking to Nautica? Were you,
Well, I was with like, there was like a bunch of girls like in that corner, but I was mostly like talking to Nautica. I got her phone because she said she wanted it, so I went to go get her phone. Miss Ryan would take up our phones, but that day, me and Nautica didn't give our phones. We put it in her book bag, so I had to go to her book bag and get it. And when I was there getting the book bag, that's when I saw Christian. And then I told Coach Edwards that Christian was there and he needed help. He went to go help him, so I just left and I gave Nautica her phone.
and did Nautica call her mom?
Yeah.
Did you at any point get your phone and call anybody?
I got my phone when I got hers.
Okay. And who did you try to call?
Oh, I was gonna call my mom, but then I just didn't. I don't know why.
Okay. When you were sitting there kind of with all the girls over in the corner, do you know how long y'all were there waiting on police?
No, but it felt quick for me.
Okay. When y'all were there, did you know whether or not the shooter had been taken into custody?
I didn't know.
Okay. Were y'all afraid that he was going to come back?
Yeah.
Okay. Had anyone tried to barricade the door to prevent that from happening?
I think it was Coach Edwards.
Okay. When police got there, tell me what happened.
Well, they told us to put our hands up, so we all did. I was trying to like walk out, and then Martin, he was like comforting me, saying it was okay and that I could do it, and he was just comforting me to tell me not to look down because there was like blood everywhere on the ground. And then after I left the classroom, we went up a hill like near the football field.
Okay. And what were y'all doing in the football field?
It was just a bunch of students and classes like all together. And I saw my friends, so I was just like with them. And then we started moving to the bleachers.
Is that where parents ultimately came to meet y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. And were you able to find your parents or a family member?
Yes.
Okay. When, kind of since this day, can you tell us how that shooting has affected you?
I get scared very easily now. And when I'm in public, if I hear a loud noise, sometimes I get scared.
When did you go back to school after this?
The first day they said we could go back.
Was it difficult going back?
A little bit.
Does anything kind of trigger you being afraid?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell us what that is?
Oh, guns, loud noises, and sometimes being near a door.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. I don't have any further questions for you, and I don't think the defense has any.
Jimmy Cross.
No, Your Honor, no question.
All right, thank you.
Brooks, could you bring Makaylah Brown next? State calls Makaylah Brown, Your Honor. Hey, Makaylah.
Hey,
Could you raise your right hand, please? Swear the testimony you're going to give, the matter now pending before this court, will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear that everything will be the truth and nothing but the truth.
Thank you. Put your hand down. If you could, I'm going to need you to speak up so everyone can hear you, okay? And you can use that microphone. Could you please introduce us and tell us what your name is?
My name is Makaylah Brown,
Okay. Can you spell your first name for the court reporter?
Makaylah.
Okay. And Makaylah, where do you go to school?
I go to Apalachee High School.
And how old are you?
I'm 16 years old,
And when is your birthday?
September 19.
Okay. Last year, did you also go to Apalachee? Last year, school year, did you also go to Apalachee?
Yes, sir, I did.
And were you a freshman that year?
Yes, sir.
For second period, what class did you have?
I had Miss Ryan's class.
Okay. And on September 4th, were you in class that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're going to pull up a seating chart. That's not it there. Well, that's the seating chart. We're going to pull a different one up that has where we think you were sitting. And tell us if that's correct.
I was sitting right there.
Was that a new place to sit that day?
Yeah, my teacher just switched the seating chart.
She switched you. What were y'all doing in class that day?
I think that's the day when she switched the seating chart. I don't remember.
Okay. How does class normally go as far as the teaching?
Can you repeat that?
How does class normally go as far as the teaching?
Just go as a normal day.
Okay. Do you work individually? Do you work in groups? Does the teacher just kind of teach you and you listen, or how does it work with Miss Ryan's class?
So sometimes she teaches and we listen, or sometimes we work with groups.
Okay. Do you remember that morning if she was actually teaching you, or were you working in groups that morning?
She was teaching us.
Okay. Is at some point during this class did something catch your attention that wasn't right?
No, sir.
Okay. When did you first notice something happening?
When he was just standing at the door.
Okay. So you're according to that seat, the door's kind of behind you, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you turn and look at the door?
Yes, sir.
What was it that made you turn and look at the door?
I just heard a big loud banging noise against the wall.
Okay. And when you turned around and looked at the door, what did you see?
I seen him standing there with the gun.
Okay. This person you saw standing there, had you ever seen them before?
No, sir.
Okay. And what were they doing with the gun?
He was holding it at first, and then I think he took the safety off.
Okay. After he took the safety off, what did he do?
He started shooting around the classroom.
Did he ever come into the classroom, or did he just stay there at the door?
He was just standing there at the door.
Okay. And how many times did he shoot the gun into the room?
About like 15, 10, I can't remember.
What was it like when he first started shooting?
I don't really remember. All I remember is him aiming the gun at me and I dropped down.
Okay.
That's it.
Were you able to hear anything?
I wasn't really focused on that. I was just focused on me trying to,
Being on the ground?
yeah.
Okay. So how long do you think it took for those 15 or so shots before he stopped shooting? How long was it when you hit the ground to when he stopped shooting?
Like 10 seconds.
Okay. When the shots stopped, what did you do?
I got up, looked around,
Okay.
and then I just remembered just to go get my phone and call my mom.
Okay. When you got up and looked around, was the shooter still in the room?
No, sir. The door was blocked by
The door was shut, blocked. Okay. Who was blocking the door?
I think Coach Edward, I remember, and one student, I can't remember who it was.
And what were they doing to block the door?
They was using this. I wasn't really paying attention to that.
I understand. What were you doing at that point?
I ran to the other side to go grab my phone, call my mom.
Where on that was your phone on that little playground?
Under Miss Ryan's desk.
Okay, and hers is the one on the top right corner?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you went and got your phone. Did you stay up there to call your mom, or did you run somewhere else with your
I
phone?
stayed under the desk.
Stayed under the desk. Were you able to reach your mom?
Yes.
Okay. What did you tell your mom?
Well, I told my mom that my school got shot up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think that's all I remember. I told her.
Did you stay on the phone with your mom, or did you hang up?
I was still on the phone with my mom, but like I was kind of not paying attention to her.
Okay. While you were there, how long before the police came to your room?
It took about like 5 minutes.
During that 5 minutes, what was happening inside the room? What were other people doing?
All I heard was screaming. I was just under the desk, so I couldn't really see. And I was helping my friend Taylor too, as well.
Okay. And what was wrong with Taylor?
She was on the ground, looking like she's passing out.
Okay. Could you see if there was any blood around her?
No, sir. All I remember her was her leg. That's all she said, and then her grab her phone.
Okay. And you said she was passing out?
Yeah, her.
Did she pass out?
No, I can't really tell, but all I saw was her lip going white.
Okay. And was she able to move around any?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you stay there with her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you still with her when police came?
Yes, sir.
When the police got there, how did they get in the door?
They moved the desk out the way, like they was just shoving themselves in there. I think Coach Edward was helping them too. I can't remember.
Okay. About how many police came in?
Like 2, 3, I can't remember how many.
And what were they doing when they came in?
They was grabbing all the injured people first, and then they told us to, like, let's go out that door. And then I was holding my friend Hayden down, her eyes, like, so she wouldn't see.
Okay. When you said they took the injured out first, did you see other students with injuries?
Yeah.
Who did you see that was injured?
I saw that Nautica was injured. And
Where was she injured at? Could you tell?
on the other side with Miss Ryan, on the other side of the classroom.
Okay. What part of her body was injured? Could you tell?
No, sir.
Okay. Other than Nautica, who did you see?
I remember seeing Natalie. That's what I remember seeing getting.
And where was on her body was Natalie injured?
I remember seeing blood from her face.
You saw
I don't
blood
know
on her
who.
face?
Somewhere.
Okay.
When I was over there with them.
Okay. When you left from helping Taylor and left the room, you said something about your friend Hayden was helping you?
No, I was helping Hayden,
You were
like cover
helping
her
Hayden.
eyes so she wouldn't see the body.
Okay. And which body are you referring to?
Christian's body,
Where was Christian's body at?
near the doorway.
Okay. Did you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was he alive or deceased?
He was deceased.
Okay. How could you tell?
Because he wasn't moving, and I think I remember seeing his eyes open. I can't tell.
Okay. And Hayden, how was she reacting?
She was crying, like almost like in a panic mode, but I can't really remember how she was acting or tell.
Okay. When you went out the door past Christian's body, which direction did they turn you, to the left or to the right?
To the right.
Okay. Did you see anything else in the hallway before you left the school?
I mean, I think a white bag.
Okay. And then y'all went out the door to your right? Okay. Where did y'all go?
We went up the grass to go to this field. Well, we went up to the grass to a tree to see where else to go, because I think they came and got us first. I can't remember.
Were there other students out there, or was it just your class?
There was more students out there, because I remember looking for Taylor's sister, because I had Taylor's phone.
You had Taylor's phone. Did you get that when you were helping her?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, did you know Taylor?
Yes.
How long have you known Taylor?
Since elementary school.
Okay. So you knew her sister too? What grade was her sister in?
The same grade.
Same grade. Were you able to find her sister out
Yeah.
on the grass at that point?
Well, I think I remember finding somebody else to go find her sister, and then the person handed me her phone back, and then I found her sister.
Okay. When you were still on the grass, were other students coming out of the school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At some point, were y'all told to go somewhere else?
Yes, sir.
And where were y'all told to go?
To the football field.
All right. And when you got to the football field, were people already there?
I can't remember.
That's okay. Did other students start arriving?
Yes, sir.
At some point, did all the students arrive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was happening on the football field?
A lot of people crying. I was just trying to worry about getting my parents to me.
Were you able to do that?
Yes, sir.
How long were you out there on the football field before someone came for you?
For, I think, 1 hour for my dad to come to me.
Okay. What were y'all doing during that hour, the students?
I was really crying most of the times.
Did you ever find someone to give Taylor's phone to?
Yes, sir.
Who'd you give it to?
Her sister.
Okay, so you did find her
Yeah.
sister? Okay. Since that day, how have you been doing?
Still a little traumatized.
Tell me about that.
So every time, like, my parents go out a lot, so every time they go out, I'm always home alone with my brother, and I'd be scared to, like, stay there so many times.
Anything else?
And then taking my dogs out at dark time.
Have you done any counseling?
No, sir.
Okay. How long before you went back to school?
As soon as they let people.
As soon as they let you in? Okay. How has things been going at school since then?
Still worry about, like, is it going to happen again, or is it not going to happen again?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Makaylah. I don't have any more questions for you.
Any calls? No problem. Thank you. Thank you. City calls next, please.
St. Paul's Carolyn Brady. First thing I'm going to do is have you raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. And if you will start just by telling us your full name and spell your first name for us.
Jalen, Jaylyne, Brady.
All right. And Jalen, what school do you go to?
Apalachee,
How old are you?
16.
And when did you turn 16?
January 20th.
All right, so not very long ago.
No.
And so were you in 9th grade last year, the 2024 to 25 school year?
Yes, it was.
And do you remember whose class you had for second period?
Miss Ryan.
Okay. So we're going to pull up that seating chart again with where we believe you were sitting circled. Can you tell us if that is correct where you're sitting that day?
It is correct.
Okay, so that's you on the end and you were next to Hayden.
I believe so.
Okay. And taking you back to September 4th of 2024, were you at school that day?
Yes, I was.
And can you tell us during Miss Ryan's class that day when you first realized something was wrong?
When everybody hit the floor.
Okay, so did you notice people reacting before you even noticed something else?
Yes, I did.
So once everybody hit the floor, what do you remember?
Like everybody, like, moving, like dragging all the desks.
Okay. Do you remember, like, in your mind, do you remember hearing gunshots?
Yes.
Okay. And how long did it feel like the gunshots went on?
For like 30 seconds.
Okay. And where did you go during that time?
Under the board.
Okay, that kind of smart board we see in the
Yeah.
corner? Okay. So you said that people were moving desks and that kind of thing. Once the shooting stopped, what do you remember?
Helping other people.
Okay. Is there anyone specific that you remember that needed help?
Nautica.
Okay. And what was going on with Nautica?
She was just, I don't know how to explain it.
Could you tell if she was injured?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was she acting? It's hard to put into words, I know.
I don't know.
Okay. Can you describe like what she was doing? Was she crying? Was she?
Yeah, she was crying.
Okay. How were the rest of the kids in the class acting at the time?
They were also freaking out.
Okay. And how were you acting at the time? Do you remember?
I think I was acting calm until I stood up, you know.
Okay.
I didn't think it hit me until after.
Okay. At what point do you think it hit you? You said when you stood up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were still in the classroom?
Yeah.
All right. What do you remember about that moment?
Honestly, I don't know.
Is it kind of hazy still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda.
How long did it feel like until law enforcement arrived?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay. And during that time, did you stay with Nautica?
Yeah.
And were y'all over there by the smart board?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember if anybody else was over there with y'all?
Miss Ryan, Natalie, and Melanie, and Brittany.
Okay. And do you remember if anybody else over there was injured too?
Yeah. Natalie and Melanie were.
Okay. And once law enforcement arrived, what happened?
They took all the injured people out.
Okay. And then after all the injured people were out, were the people who were not injured able to leave?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember anything about when y'all were walking out?
No, nothing really happened after that.
Okay. Where did y'all go once you were taken out of the classroom?
It's like this hill, and then we went to the football field.
Okay. At some point, were you able to contact anyone on
Yes.
your phone? Who'd you call?
My papa.
Okay. And is your papa your grandpa?
Yeah.
All right. And what did you tell him?
That our school was shot up.
Okay. And when y'all got out to the football field, at some point was somebody able to meet you there?
Yeah.
And who was that?
My papa and mom.
Okay. And Jalen, since this happened, how has it affected you?
I think I have a lot more anxiety and stuff.
Gotcha. Is it something that comes up regularly, something you continue to struggle with?
Yes.
What does it look like when you feel anxious? Like, how does that feel for you?
I'm not really sure what it's worse.
Yeah. Is it something, has it made school any harder for you?
A little, yeah.
Okay. And do you feel it sometimes at home too?
Not really.
Okay. Mainly school?
Yeah.
Okay. Jalen, I don't think I have any other questions for you.
Any cross?
No problem, Judge, thank you.
All right, you're done, Jalen. Thank you.
Any cross next year?
Can we get Martin Merino Galdamez? Hey Martin, how are you today?
I'm getting you.
Doing well. Could you raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you'll give in the matter now pending before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. If you could, put your hand down and introduce yourself to the jury.
My name is Martin Merino Galdamez.
Okay.
Do you want me to spell it out?
I would love for you to spell that. Thank you.
My first name is Martin. My first last name Merino, and my second last name is Galdamez.
Okay. And Martin, how old are you?
I'm 16.
And when's your birthday?
December 19th.
What school do you go to?
I go to Apalachee High School.
Okay. And last year, what year are you? What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore right now.
Okay. And last year, what school did you go to?
Appalachee.
And what grade were you in that?
A freshman.
I'll take your attention to second period. What class did you have for second period last year?
I had math class with Miss Ryan.
Miss Ryan? Okay. And were you in school on the day of September 4th of last year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or 2 years ago. Did you know the other kids in that class well?
Yeah.
Okay. Who were the other kids that you knew?
I knew Kendez since pre-K. I knew Christian since elementary. Mason since elementary too. I've known Landon since middle school. Hayden and Ronaldo I met that year. I've known about Brittany since like around middle school and elementary. Nautica since middle school, and I didn't know Jalen that well. And William since elementary too.
Okay. What were y'all doing in class that day?
Miss Ryan was up on the board teaching us from one of the math textbooks we had on our desks.
Okay. I'm going to take your attention. We're going to pull up a seating chart and see. We're going to circle where we think you were. Is that where you were?
The row I was in is a bit longer. I'd say about one more desk longer.
Okay.
But yes, it's correct.
Okay. Were you sitting next to Kendez?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you said Miss Ryan was teaching. Where was she at on that seating chart area?
She was around, basically right in front of me, just teaching.
Against that back wall where it says seating chart? Okay. And while she was teaching, did something happen that caught your attention?
I heard 3 loud bangs happen, and then I proceeded to turn around to see.
Where were the 3 bangs coming from?
The door.
Okay. And when you turned around, what did you see at the door?
I saw a figure holding up a weapon, aiming it towards when I turned around my right.
Okay. So kind of towards the smartboard area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you do when you saw him with the gun?
I heard someone yell, "He has a gun," and I proceeded to drop down on the floor, crawl through my desk, and hit the whiteboard.
Okay, so you went kind of at an angle towards the smartboard on the floor?
I went straight.
Straight, okay. Did he start firing?
Yes.
Did he start firing? Did you drop before he started firing, or after, or kind of at the same time?
I'd say the same time. Yeah, the same time.
Okay. Could you, I know you're dropping and crawling, could you see where he was shooting at, or were you even looking that way?
When I glanced, it looked like he was aiming from the smartboard, and from what I can remember, he went from the smartboard towards the right.
Okay, so he's turning toward his right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many shots do you think he fired?
I'd say I've heard around 10, I believe.
Okay. How long do you think the shooting took?
Like 3 minutes.
Okay. When the shooting stopped, had you made it all the way to the smartboard?
I didn't go to the smartboard directly. I stayed in the middle, and later on I went towards the furthest corner from the door.
Okay. Would that be up where the teacher, Ms. Ryan's desk was?
Yes.
Okay. Before that, as soon as the shot started firing, did you look back towards the door to see what was going on?
Yes, I did.
Was the shooter still in the room?
No, he left the door open, and I remember some of my friends going to close the door and put chairs and desks to cover it.
And who was that was putting the chairs and desks in front?
It was the other teacher and Ronaldo, I believe.
So Mr. Edwards and Ronaldo? Okay. And what were you doing while they were putting the chair?
While they were doing that, I was jumping between my friends to see if they were okay. And I remember giving my hoodie to Miss Ryan to help some of the kids that were bleeding.
Okay. Who did you first notice that wasn't okay?
Taylor.
Okay.
She was really pale.
Could you tell if she was injured in any way?
I couldn't tell she was injured, but I knew something was wrong from how pale her face was.
Okay. Where was she?
She was in front of the teacher's desk, just sitting there.
Okay. Did she say anything to you?
No.
Did you say anything to her?
I asked her if she was okay, if she got hit or anything, but
Did she answer you?
no.
Okay. Did you do anything with her to render aid to her?
No. I left her to Landon and Ari, I believe.
Okay, so they were helping her.
Mhm.
What did you do then?
I went under the teacher's desk to help my friends that were there
Okay.
and to get my phone to text family members.
Okay. Did you find anyone else in the room that was injured besides Taylor?
Ronaldo,
Okay.
he said that a bullet ricocheted and hit him on the thigh, so
Okay.
he asked me to help him with it.
Okay. Did you see the wound?
Not directly, but I did see some of the blood on his clothes.
Okay. Did you see anyone else that was injured?
No, but I could hear the yelling.
What were you hearing?
I was hearing, I don't know who it was, yelling, "I'm shot and I'm bleeding."
Okay. Did you see blood around the room?
Not, I can't remember. I have vague glimpses of seeing bits of blood on the floor
Okay.
after it all happened.
Okay. You said you got your phone, and who did you contact?
I tried calling my mom and then my dad, but they were at work so they didn't pick up.
Okay.
So I proceeded to text two of my cousins.
Okay. And what did you tell them?
I told them that they were shooting in the building, that they went for my classroom first, and that I'm not hit, thankfully, but some of my classmates are.
Okay. After the shooter left your classroom, could you hear any more shots other parts of the school?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was trying to help some of my friends.
I completely understand. How long was that y'all were in the room without anyone else helping?
I would say half an hour or less.
Okay. And who first came to help y'all?
The cops first came to check on everyone, to see how bad the injuries were,
Okay.
and to guide us out of the building.
Okay. And who did they take out first, the cops?
I don't really remember that well.
Okay. At some point, were you taken out of the room?
Yes.
Did you walk on your own free will, or did someone have to take you?
I walked on my own free will because I also had to help Ronaldo get out of the building because he couldn't walk that well.
Ronaldo was having trouble walking?
Mhm.
Okay. Did you see Christian on your way out?
Mhm.
Okay. And how was he?
He was just laying down on the floor. I couldn't see much because I didn't want to, and I was helping others.
Did you know he was there before you went to leave?
Mhm.
Okay. Was there discussion around the room about it?
Hmm?
Was there any discussion around the room about it?
About
Christian?
if he's
Just
what-
about his well-being?
there was a bunch of talking about people saying he was the first one to get injured, but that's really all I can remember.
Okay. When you left the room, did you go to the right or the left?
The riot.
Okay. Did you notice anything in the hallway that caught your attention?
No, I was mainly focused on leaving the building as fast as I could.
As fast as you get out? Okay. And where did they first take you?
They took us to a little hill past the road that links Hayden Morris to Apalachee. And then after a bit, they took all the students there to the football field.
Okay. When you got to the football field, what was happening there?
People were looking for their friends, crying, calling their parents. There were teachers making sure kids were okay.
Okay. What did you do at the football field?
I roamed around looking for my friends, and once I made sure they were all okay, I couldn't contain myself, and I just started crying right there.
Okay. How long were you at the football field?
I'd say 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. And at some point, were you able to leave?
Yes.
Okay. And who came and got you?
My mom came and got me first, and then my dad came later on.
Okay. And since this time, have you had any impact on your life?
I've gone to therapy, but before that, anytime I heard a loud bang multiple times, I would get scared, be aware of my surroundings, and always look at the door.
Okay. How long was it before you went back to school?
It was, I believe, a month.
Okay. Were you injured in any way physically?
No, sir.
Okay. And I think you said you went to counseling?
Mhm.
How long did you go to counseling?
I believe it was 4 months.
Okay. And did it help?
Yes.
Okay. Martin, that's all the questions I have. Thank you.
Any calls?
No problem, Judge, thank you.
Call your next witness.
State calls Aryana Norman. All right, Aryana, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
And I love that your earrings match your shirt.
Thank you.
Can you tell us your name and then also spell it, please?
Yes, my name is Aryana Norman, and you spell it Aryanna. And my last name is spelled Norman.
Okay. And how old are you, Aryana?
I'm 16.
Okay. And where do you go to school?
Apalachee.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
What grade were you in during the 2024-2025 school year?
9th grade.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to make you do math today. So you were in 9th grade in 2024. Can you tell us if you went to school on September 4th of 2024?
Yes, I did.
And who did you have for second period?
Miss Ryan.
Were there any other teachers in that classroom?
Yes.
And who was that?
We call him Coach Edwards.
Okay. What kind of class was it?
An algebra class.
Okay. So on that particular day, did y'all have a new seating chart?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the seating chart from that day. Or I'm going to have, yeah, there you go. Is that where you were sitting? What's in the red circle?
Actually, no, it was switched.
Oh, okay. So were you sitting on the other side?
Yes.
All right. And so you were next to Nautica?
I was in front of her.
In front of her. Okay. The doorway, is that all the way at the bottom left? Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So were you, when you were sitting there, were you looking towards the door or away from the door?
I was looking away from the door. I was actually looking down.
Okay, when everything happened?
Yes.
But before everything happened, would you, if you're just sitting there, would you be looking at the door or away from the door?
Away from the door.
Okay. So when kind of taking you back to that day, can you tell me how class started? Was it going as normal?
Yes, it was going as normal.
Okay, and what were y'all doing?
We always pulled out our algebra notebooks and I can't really remember, but I think we always did a warm up in our books.
Okay, so a warm up in your books?
Yes.
At some point during class, did someone come in that was not in your class?
Yes.
And what were you doing when he came towards your classroom?
I didn't see him come towards the classroom, but I looked up and he was in the doorway. And before I looked up, I was looking down at my algebra notebook trying to figure out a problem.
What brought your attention to the fact that he was at the door?
Nothing really. I just happened to look up.
And what did you notice about him?
I noticed that he had a gun in his hand.
Okay. Do you remember what the gun looked like?
It was long and black.
When you saw him with the gun, what did you do?
I just stared at him.
And what happened?
He started shooting, and I put my head down on the desk and covered my ears because it was so loud.
Do you know how long he was shooting for?
Probably, time went by really fast, so I'd say like a minute or two.
And do you remember how many shots he fired?
I wasn't counting, but it was a lot.
Wow. So the entire time that he was shooting, did you have your head down?
Yes.
When did you pick your head up?
I picked my head up right as he was leaving.
Okay. And did you see him leave?
Yes.
What happened when he left?
He went, I'm pretty sure he went next door. He went to the left.
Okay. Was y'all's door still open when he left?
I think somebody closed it.
Okay. At that point, did y'all have any idea if he was going to come back or not?
I thought he was going to come back.
Okay. So were you still afraid for your life at that point?
Yes.
When he left and the door was shut, tell me what you did.
I crawled over to my friend because I thought she was having a panic attack, and then I realized she was shot, so I was trying to keep her awake as long as possible so she didn't die.
And who was your friend?
Taylor Jones.
Had you known Taylor before this class?
Yes.
And how long had you known her?
I had known her since 8th grade.
So you said you were trying to keep her awake. Did you think that she was passing out?
Yes.
What made you think that?
She was like fluttering her eyes, like open and shut, like she could barely keep them open.
What were you doing to try to keep her awake?
I was holding her chin and was saying, "Taylor, stay awake." And like every time she would close her eyes, I would like shake her.
Did you notice if anyone else was injured?
Yes.
Who else did you see?
I saw Christian, and then I saw Ronaldo, and I heard Natalie.
What did you hear Natalie saying?
She said, "I'm a kid and I'm shot."
Okay. Was anyone else screaming or yelling?
No, not that I heard.
What were the other kids doing in the classroom while you were with Taylor?
The other kids were like sheltering themselves. Like, I know some of my friends were behind the teacher's desk, and another kid was beside me with Taylor, and then other people were behind the clear touch and like hiding in corners.
At some point, did you attempt to call anybody?
No, I didn't have a phone.
Okay. At some point, did police get there?
Yes.
What happened when police got there?
They started escorting the injured out.
Okay. So who left the room first?
Not sure who left the room first.
I guess which were the kids who went out before you did? That you said the injured kids?
Yes.
At what point did you get to leave the room?
As soon as they said it was okay, we had to walk up. We had to walk out with our hands up.
Did you walk out with anybody?
I walked out with my classmates, yes.
Okay. Was anybody specifically next to you, or were you with anybody?
I was with Hayden and Makaylah.
And what happened when you walked out?
I saw Christian laying on the floor as we walked out.
Okay. At that point, did you know if he was deceased?
Yes.
What did you do when you left the school, or when you left your classroom?
When we left my classroom, we all went up to a grassy area, and I was trying to find like my family to make sure they were okay.
Okay. Did you have other family members at school with you?
Yes.
Who else was there?
I had 2 cousins.
Okay. Were you able to find them?
Yes.
Where did y'all, after y'all were on the grassy hill, where did y'all go?
To the football stadium.
And were all the kids from the school in the football stadium?
Yes, ma'am.
About how long were y'all there until parents were allowed to come in?
I would say hours.
Okay. What were y'all doing while you were waiting for your parents to be able to come in?
If we saw the person that did it, we would go talk to people, and then some people were just like, because they were handing out water and stuff, people would go to the restroom, like get water and stuff, and try and make sure their friends were okay.
Eventually, was your mom or dad allowed to come to find you?
Yes.
Okay. And were y'all eventually allowed to leave?
Yes.
And did a lot of parents come that day to the football
Yes.
field? Since that day, how has this shooting affected you?
It has affected me very much mentally. I have had to been put on anxiety medication because even to go on a walk around my neighborhood, anxiety would fill my head and I'd feel like somebody would drive past me and shoot me.
In addition to anxiety, is there anything else that kind of interrupts your thoughts?
Just recalling the day.
And does that happen often?
Yes.
And does it happen at any point? Does anything trigger it, or does it just kind of happen randomly?
Loud noises usually trigger it.
And what happens when you recall that day?
What happens when I recall that day is usually I just see Christian laying on the floor lifeless.
And does that also cause you to have a panic attack or to be anxious?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any difficulty sleeping after this?
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything in particular that you needed to be able to go to sleep at first?
I would have to have my uncle help me go back to sleep because I would have nightmares of the shooting.
And did you start counseling for this? I mean, have you been in counseling since
Yes.
this? Okay. And are you still in counseling for it?
Yes.
Okay. Have you and the other kids in Miss Ryan's classroom stayed in touch?
Yes.
And how do y'all do that?
We have a group called CRMC, and usually like once every other month we hang out, and sometimes we see each other in the hallways and stuff.
And what is the purpose of that group?
To like bond and like make sure really everybody's okay.
Okay. And what is CRMC?
It stands for the victims' names, and usually what we do is we like hang out, play games, eat food, just to like really get a closer connection.
Okay. Thank you, Aryana. I don't have any further questions.
You're welcome.
Any cross?
No cross, Judge, thank you.
All right, thank you. So my understanding is that one or more of the jurors would like a break, so we'll go ahead and take a 10 to 15 minute recess.